Welcome to the Nourish Expert YouTube channel.
Hello, my name is Mike Kisache, and welcome to the Nourish Expert YouTube channel, where we explore the transformative power of mindset in nutrition. In this video, we'll talk about the hidden dangers in white meat chicken, and I'll be discussing the things that people don't tell you about white meat chicken. If you are eager to support my mission, you can do so by buying one of my Nourish Expert shirts, black or white, at only $20, which is approximately 80,000 Ugandan shillings. This money helps me in improving the video production process. Thank you very much. When it comes to white meat, many health experts advise people to take it vis-a-vis the red meat because it is associated with lower saturated fat content. Therefore, a person who takes white meat is taking in less fat and they are not bound to suffering from the many negative health effects associated with high intake of meat because they won't be taking too much fat. Yeah, but there is a challenge in that we need to really be critical enough when it comes to taking the white meat. Now I'm going to be discussing 4 points that are related to the hidden dangers in white meat chicken, and from this we're going to be able to learn about the things that people don't tell us about white meat chicken. The first point is processing and additives. Many of us these days we buy most of our chicken from supermarkets, and this chicken is packed. I'm not going to mention the different companies that sell chicken in Uganda because those companies may feel like I'm attacking them, but what I'm trying to say is most of the chicken that is packed in supermarkets, you do not know how long this chicken has stayed in the refrigerators, and you do not know what preservatives they have added to this chicken to make sure that it stays long so that it does not get spoiled so fast. And this is a big problem for our health. Chicken that is added with preservatives and it stays low is so good for our health. These preservatives, when taken in our bodies, they are not really good for our health. And science has shown us that the more you take in processed food that is rich in preservatives, you are increasing your risk of suffering from things like cancer down the lane. God naturally made our bodies, He designed our bodies in a way that we are suitable, or we thrive more when we take natural things. But if we are going against what God designed for us and we are trying to take most of these unnatural things, definitely our bodies are going to suffer along the way. So most of this chicken that is sold in the supermarkets, they put preservatives. Some people even put antibiotics to make sure that the things do not really get spoiled so fast. And you really cannot tell. You really do not know what happens in the manufacturing plants when they are packing this chicken. And even if a company tells you that for us we don't add preservatives, for us we don't add antibiotics, you cannot tell. So this is a hidden danger that lies in chicken, despite the fact that people or health experts in nutrition so can tell that white meat is better than red meat because it has lower fat. They will not tell you about the fact that most of the white meat that we buy from the supermarkets, or the meat that we access at the restaurants or at parties, comes from these people that preserve and process it, and they take it to the supermarket or they sell it to the restaurant. So the thing is, we have to try as much as possible to put this at the back of our mind that most of the chicken, even if it is white meat and it is safe, it has a hidden danger of it being processed and being infused with additives and things like antibiotics, such that these things enable the chicken to stay longer such that they don't get spoiled. If chicken stays for a short period of time and people are not coming to buy it, you'll have to throw it away. But in order for these companies to make money, they have to make sure that the chicken stays longer as they wait for you, the customer, to come and buy it. If you don't come on Monday, maybe you come on Friday and buy the chicken. So in a way doing, it is helping the companies to make money. But look at your health. Are you really benefiting from this? Because you'll be taking most of these preservatives and antibiotics, and trust me, no one will tell you that these things are added there, because people are looking for money. The second point is nutrient profile. Here I want to compare the organic chicken or the local chicken with the chicken that we buy from the supermarkets, chicken that is packed, or chicken that is raised from cages. Now, a chicken that is getting its food by itself, roaming around, let me call it a wild chicken, this chicken is going to eat lots of things, or what I could say a balanced diet for the chicken, and it's eating natural organic things, insects, what, and all that stuff. This chicken that is eating a wide variety of food, its nutrient profile is going to be quite higher than a chicken that is caged and maybe fed maybe maize bran. It's fed feeds that are made from the factories. This chicken is going to have a less nutrient profile as compared to a chicken that is roaming wildly while getting its food, a chicken that is organic. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that people that opt to go for the wild chicken or that organically fed chicken are going to benefit more from them, because they'll be taking in chicken that has more nutrients than chicken that is conventionally raised, or chicken that is fed feeds from the factory, or chicken that is caged. Because here we have to look at what are the chickens eating. Remember, there is a quote that says that you are what your animal eats. If your animal is eating bad stuff, of course these things are going to end up in your system. So you want to make sure that you know that organically fed chicken has more nutrients. Organically fed chicken, or chickens that we get from the village, really fed feeds from factories. They allow the chickens to move around, get their food, and they come back home. So such chickens have more nutrients chicken that is caged, or chicken that is fed feeds that are manufactured in the factory. The third point is health considerations. All of us know about GMOs and the fact that these days not only animals, but we are seeing plants that grow really fast. We are seeing mangoes that grow up to a relatively shorter level and they start bringing fruits, and this is not something that is new. Now, there's some health considerations. Of course, there are benefits, but there's some health considerations that we have to consider when we are taking these foods. Today I'm talking about chicken. Now, we all know that most of the poultry farmers these days opt for chicken that really grow very fast. If I'm a farmer and I'm looking for money in a business sense, I would really want a chicken that will grow 2 to 3 weeks, so that they mature, they look big, I sell them off, get money, and get another batch. For me, I'll be making money. But let us look at health considerations. What's the effect of you eating a chicken that has really grown big in just 2 to 3 weeks? Is it really healthy? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. When I'm buying chicken from a supermarket or a chicken supplier, or I'm eating chicken at an event, I have to ask myself, where was this chicken got? Is this chicken safe? If I really do not know where the chicken maybe came from, can I be eating this chicken every day? Or I can say, since I'm eating or is at the restaurants, or no, since I'm eating or is at the events, since I don't know that this chicken comes from a safe place, let me eat once in a while, or let me alternate and eat something else. So the thing is, what are the dangers of eating chicken that has grown in just a small period of time? For chickens to grow to 2 to 3 weeks and they mature, it's not a natural thing. It doesn't take you a lot of common sense to know that something was tampered with, like the natural way of things was tampered with. So antibiotics infused into this chicken, and the chicken to grow really fast. And when you eat chicken that has grown in 2 to 3 weeks, of course antibiotics are there. Now you're also going to take in these antibiotics inside, and they will also get into your system. And we are saying of late that we have kids or we have children that are still young but are already into puberty, what we're calling early puberty. You find a girl that is 8 years, 10 years, but she's already having breasts. You find, okay, this mostly happens in the ladies, but these are some of the challenges that we are seeing, and these things are caused by the food that we eat. You want to make sure that you are not eating chicken that has been raised to maturity in just 2 to 3 weeks, because you know that this chicken is going to have antibiotics, they're going to end up in your system, and these antibiotics are going to change your genetic makeup. They're going to change the natural body processes. The fourth point is cooking methods and health impacts. When we look at chicken, chicken can be cooked in so many ways. It can be boiled, it can be fried, it can be grilled. Those are the main methods that I see people use here in Uganda. Now we have to look at what are the health impacts of some of these methods. When you look at grilling and frying, most of the people that buy grilled chicken usually find the chicken coated with black things. The chemistry behind this thing is that when you overburn chicken, it leads to formation of compounds called heterocyclic amines, and these compounds are not healthy for our body systems. Research shows that these compounds are directly linked to causation of cancers in our bodies. So anyone that is consuming chicken in this form over a long period of time is predisposed at a risk of getting cancer at a later age or at some time, depending on how your genetic makeup is and how healthy you are. When it comes to the other method of preparing chicken, which is frying, it leads to formation of compounds called advanced glycation end products. These compounds are also linked to health complications like insulin sensitivity and aging. You don't want to age so fast just because you're eating things that are not good for your body. So let us try as much as possible to look or explore better ways of preparing chicken. Me myself, I would opt for a warm because I know it is free from the compounds I just mentioned, the advanced glycation end product and the heterocyclic amines that lead to cancer. Why wouldn't I go for a natural boiled chicken? Why would I have to go for things that are going to mess up my body? Lastly, they say you are what you eat. If you are eating a 3 weeks chicken, do you want to be a 3 weeks chicken? If you're eating a 2 weeks old chicken, do you want to be a 2 weeks chicken? So don't animals that look old but are really too young. Bonus tip: if you are deciding to choose healthier meat options, of course, white meat is healthier than the red meat, but you have to put into consideration that the fact that just because chicken is white meat does not make it safe. Ask yourself, is this chicken organically fed or it is fed on artificially manufactured feeds and raised in cages? Two, you have to ask yourself, is this chicken stored for a very long period of time? Three, you have to ask yourself, is this chicken being infused with additives and antibiotics that can end up in my body and negatively affecting my health? Four, you have to ask yourself, how is this chicken prepared? Is it prepared in a safe way, or they are preparing it by deep frying it and over roasting it, and which causes it to form compounds like heterocyclic amines and advanced glycation end products will negatively affect my body? And how can I make sure that I erase all these problems? One, just make sure you buy local chicken, those chickens that come from the villages. Slaughter it yourself at home and eat. Or if you can't sort it, has someone who can sort it and you cook it from home. If you really love chicken like me and you can't do without it, try as much as possible to cook your own chickens at home. Or if you decide to close one eye and eat this chicken and you know that it has all these bad things, or you don't know how safe it is, do it once in a while, once in a month, not every time. Do you have something to add? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be able to have this discussion with any one of you. Thank you for listening. Until next time.